Okay, so now I want to talk about some of the tools that we use in our launches. And so these are tools that we use and recommend. We're going to start off this video. I'm going to cover launch pages, funnel pages, web pages, video pages, that type of thing. How do we actually build our launch that everyone's going to see? And a few sort of ground rules here. First of all, the awesome thing is that these tools they keep on getting better and better. You know, a few years ago, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, there weren't any of these tools, and you were building all your pages from scratch, and it was a nightmare. And you know, that's not something that I do. You know, we'd always be trying to find someone to design our pages that understood what we were trying to do, and it was a pain. And then a number of years ago, just a few years ago, some of these tools started coming out, and it made our lives a lot better. And all of a sudden, our pages start looking a lot better. And the great news is that some of these tools, they can be very inexpensive considering what you get. You end up with a super professional looking website, launch funnel, sales page, and that is just awesome. And the tools keep on getting better and better. I mean, now compared to a year ago, way better. And compared to 2 years ago, huge amounts better. So that's really fantastic. This list is not comprehensive. There are a lot of different tools, new stuff's coming out all the time. I'm mostly going to focus on stuff that I use, that my team uses, or you know, there's a few that some of my guru buddies or my platinum mastermind uses that I've feel comfortable recommending because I've heard so many good things about. So if you don't see something on this list, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means that I don't have experience with it. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. One important thing is there's this idea of horses for courses. I don't know if this is an Australian term, but I heard it from my Australian friend, so I'm going to say this is an Australian term. And the idea is that certain, in horse racing, that some horses are better for certain courses than other courses. And this is the way in a lot of things, like boats. I'm a big fan of boats. I've spent a lot of time on boats. And if you want to, cross the Atlantic Ocean, you're probably going to have a different type of boat than if you just want to take a family cruise, a summer family cruise around the lake, or if you want to kayak down a whitewater river. There's different boats for different rivers and different lakes and different oceans, and there's different horses for different courses, and there's different tools that are better for different situations. So just because you see me using a specific tool doesn't mean that's the one that you should automatically be using. Remember that, I've built up my business now. I can afford to spend more money. I've got a team that runs things. So just because I'm using something doesn't make it the perfect fit for you. The other thing is all these tools have their own tutorials built in. So I'm not going to give you tutorials on these specific tools because that'd be crazy for me to try to duplicate their efforts when they know how to use the stuff so much better. And their stuff's changing all the time. So there's no way I can keep up with tutorials on all these different tools. And these are recommendations. Some of them will be stronger than others. Some of them will have affiliate links. Many of them won't have affiliate links. But in general, I'm just telling you about the stuff that you're going to hear. I'm going to tell you what I think about these things. Okay, so for creating squeeze pages and launch funnels, lead pages, absolutely love lead pages. This is how we create pretty much all the pages for my business right now. It's great for squeeze pages, sales pages, webinar pages, webcast pages, thank you pages. They keep on adding more pages. They are tested designs that they can integrate with WordPress, with Facebook. You can build standalone pages that you can load onto your site, or you can host a page with them. So it's enormously flexible. A disclaimer here, it's run by Clay Collins. Clay has been a longtime friend of mine. He's been out to my house. He's been out, came out here for a birthday party of mine once, hung out with my family. I've been in a mastermind with Clay for years and years. So he's a good friend, but I wouldn't recommend this lead pages, and I wouldn't use lead pages if it wasn't a great tool, and it is. The thing about Clay is he is a hardcore marketer, direct marketer, whatever, online marketer, whatever you want to call him. But he really pays attention to testing and what works. And so they're always testing these pages, and they're watching the data from all their clients, so they literally know what works best. So, I've used this for 2 consecutive launches right now, and I just go to Clay and say, hey, we want to build out a launch. What's working best right now? And he'll literally say, well, this is the design that's working the best. And those are the designs that, rise to the top, that they feature on their site. So I am a huge fan of lead pages. And there's a link you can get to at 6and7.com/lead pages. Love, love, love lead pages. You should definitely check it out. The pricing on it is, well, frankly, I forget what it is, but for the value that you get, it's an incredibly low priced, huge value. And you can just basically have a professional looking web presence and launch based on just using their stuff. And it's all fill in the blank. It's super easy to use. So I can't recommend lead pages more highly. It's an awesome tool. Now, there are other tools that will work for this. Kajabi. We've used Kajabi for more than 3 years. That's a great service. The PLF portal that you're in right now is built using Kajabi. It's amazing for online video courses. We love it for big, comprehensive. It excels at doing a large course like PLF. It can also do smaller courses really, really well. So we really like it. Right now, we're using lead pages for our launch pages, for our launch funnels, and our squeeze pages. And then we're using Kajabi to deliver the product. Now, you can also use Kajabi to build your launch funnels and your squeeze pages. And we've did that for a number of years. Right now we've gone to lead pages because it's a little bit more flexible. But if you want to do everything in one place, Kajabi will do it for you. It's plug and play, pretty darn simple to use. Maybe not as customizable as lead pages. And you can get there at 6and7.com/Kajabi. We've been sending people to Kajabi for years and feel really great about that. There's also Optimized Press. I've never used this one myself. My team might have used it for some pages, but I know a lot of people really like it. And it's good for squeeze pages. And also think there's launch funnel pages there. So you can get there at 6and7.com/optimizepress. And then WordPress is, WordPress is just great, free software. Years ago it was just for building blogs. Then it became a comprehensive, what they call a CMS, a content management system. It's a great place to start. That's what my blog at jeffwalker.com is built on. But then, WordPress is sort of the bare bones. And then there's all kinds of software that you can add on to it that will give you different themes. There's all kinds of plugins that will give you different functionality. So it's super customizable and it's free, and that's fantastic. And the other cool thing is when you build your site on WordPress, then the pages you build in lead pages can get added straight into that WordPress site. And the same thing with Optimized Press. They both build pages that integrate right into WordPress. So you can actually build your overall site on WordPress and then use lead pages to integrate with it and Optimized Press to integrate with it. So check that out at 6and7.com/WordPress. But overall, the word is that, it's just so much better to be in this business than it was a few years ago because it's so much easier to build these pages. Instead of building them from scratch, you can use lead pages in Kajabi and have a great looking launch funnel, squeeze page, and built very quickly. And you can just change little, you can log in there, change a headline, see what it looks like. It's beautiful. And then, you can build out a great page. If you want to build a course similar to PLF, the way I've laid this out, then it's just super easy in Kajabi. It used to take, back before Kajabi, it would take us an entire day to build out the a module, to build out all the links. It would take a day to build it, another half a day to test it. Now we can do that within probably an hour's time frame in Kajabi. So yeah, the tools have been better and they keep on getting better.